Hi, this is Ms. McIntosh from Sands Secondary. I'm going to be walking you through course selection today to choose your courses for your grade 9 year. Please first, you need to log in to MyEd. Go to myeducation.gov.bc.ca and log in with your MyEd number and your password. Once you log into MyEd, you want to click on the My Info top tab. The My Record screen will pop up and look on the side tab for requests. Click on that. This will bring you to the course request screen. For grade 9, there are 4 places that you can make selections. The first on the top is required courses. The second is electives. The third is academies. And the fourth is student services. Let's start with required courses. Click on it. The screen will open up and you will be required to select English, Math, PE, Science, and Socials. Click on the Select All button because they're all required. Once you've done that, you'll see check marks beside all of them, and then select OK. So once you've hit OK, you're back out to your course selection screen, and you can see that English, Math, PE, Science, and Socials have all been selected. So now what you can do is we're going to go over to the electives now. Click on the electives buttons and your elective screen will pop up. This screen is complicated. It's a 2-pager. The first 10 courses are on one screen, and if you look on the top left, you'll see an arrow, and that will bring up the other 4 courses. So make sure you don't miss drama, jazz band, visual arts, and Sand Soccer School. So one thing that I've noticed as we've been doing this is that if you're using a Chromebook, it doesn't show all 10 courses there right away, and it'll only show you the first weight. And the bottom 2, which on this page would be woodwork and music, they would appear to be cut off. So if you go to the right-hand side, there's going to be like one of those little bars that lets you go up and down, but that's kind of invisible until you get your cursor right over it. So it's a little trick. And in fact, I was helping a student going into grade 12 yesterday with this, where they were trying to find the anatomy and physiology 12 and they just couldn't see it on their screen. And it took us like a couple minutes to figure it out. And it turned out that on the right hand side of this screen, there's an invisible bar that only shows up when you hover over it if you're using a Chromebook. So definitely do that to get those courses. They are there. Also, another thing as you're looking at these is on the top there's a link to the course selection booklet. Take a look at those. I know you haven't had all of your courses yet, and some of you won't even be able to take art or drama or band or music. So definitely read through that, and there's a link to the course selection booklet that you should take a look at, and ask questions. Ask lots of questions. Let's say our student wants to take Spanish, art, and electronics and robotics. This is how she does it. Let's first start with Spanish. On the course selection sheet, click on Spanish. You'll see the blue check mark pop up. Next, she needs to decide how important is Spanish to her of Spanish, art, and electronics, robotics. Spanish is really important to this student, so she's going to rank it as number 1. See the priority column on the side? She's going to put a 1 beside Spanish. The next thing she's going to think about is an alternate. What if for some reason we can't give her Spanish? So she looks at the alternate number 1 column and pulls down the drop-down menu and sees a list of alternatives. She's going to pick French. So for another selection, our student wants to take Art 9. But art isn't on this screen, so she needs to navigate to it. In order to do that, she needs to go to the top left where there's a drop-down menu. So here's the drop-down menu, and you can see the blue highlighted part. Click on that, and that will get you to the next screen where we've got jazz band, drama, and visual art. So our student wants to select visual art by clicking on it. So she clicks on it, you can see the blue check mark come up, and then she also is going to make it her number 2 selection because she really would like to be in art. Then she's going to choose her alternative. So she totally wants to take woodwork if she can't get art, and she selected woodwork in the drop-down menu. So next she's going to navigate her way back to the original page by clicking back on the drop-down menu on the top left. Back on the big menu of the first 10, she wants to take Infotech, which is really Computers 9. So she selected that, and she's going to make that her number 3 choice. And then she's going to choose Robotics, or Electronics and Robotics, I should say, as her final selection for her alternate. And she clicks OK to select those and goes back to the main screen. Next up, if you want to take an academy, then click on the Academy Select button. That brings you to the Academy selection screen, and you can select it to let us know that you want to be in an academy. But if you really want to be in an academy, you also need to contact the academies themselves and sign up with them. Back on the main screen, if you're a student who's receiving assistance from ELL, GradQuest, Supportive Learning Strategies, or Learning Assistance, please click on the Student Services button so that you can select your program. So for our selected student, she receives Learning Assistance with Ms. Muter, so she's going to click on the Learning Assistance button and then click OK. That way, when we get back to the main screen, we can see that she's got all the courses that she wants. Now you know how to do course selection. If you need more information about the courses and what they're all about, click on the course planning guide link above. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to come see me or Mr. Rendau or Ms. McFedrin in the counseling office. Thanks. Have a great day.